Hello and welcome. I'm Knight's Angel, and this is just the Folf on the road. Thank you for joining me. As you can tell, it's relatively foggy out. But that's neither here nor there. I can see where I'm going, so that's what's important. Alright. Time of this recording, the whole issue with net neutrality has reached an impasse. In short, the battle for net neutrality is still going on. It's the idea that there are people who don't want it, and there are people that do. The problem is, people who don't want it are pretty much the ones calling the shots. Way to think long term. Alright, put simply, in order for net neutrality to remain, it has to be redefined as a resource, which that will lead into the greater question of what is a resource. But here's the problem. The internet in of itself is not a life-sustaining resource, which is what a resource is defined as. But that can be said about a lot of things except for food and water. But even then, people have a hard time getting access to these things because they can't afford it. But that being said, when I made the comment about the long term, alright. The internet market is pretty much the last free market on the planet. Pretty much because private corporations and governments have yet to fully take control over it. Yes, they can moderate different aspects of it, but at the same point in time, they cannot impact it as a whole. And therein lies the problem. People with the power want to control everything, but are looking at it as in a short-term concept. Okay? We lose net neutrality. You could say goodbye to pretty much everything on the internet, because if companies have to start paying to maintain speeds and whatnot, they're going to lose a lot of ad revenue, because the people that are paying for the ads aren't going to be putting the ads out there, because they're as bummed as everybody else. So it has a rather trickling effect with the force of Niagara Falls, where it will quickly descend from the adpocalypse to having to pay just to use your email again. And we're not even talking a couple of bucks a month. We're talking you have to pay just to be able to access your email account at any point. Yeah, it may start off small, but soon enough, there goes YouTube, Google, Yahoo, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all of them are going to end up having charge people for their services simply because they're not getting the same ad revenue because the ads aren't on the internet anymore. Because companies don't want to have to pay as much for internet access, just like the rest of us. So it'll end up boiling down to the consumer having to put more money in just to do basic things. And then from there, because they don't want to have to be paying an arm and a leg just to send a message, just to send a text message, they're going to stop using it altogether. So pretty much without net neutrality, and given enough time, they're going to send us back to the fucking Stone Age. Pardon my language. A little here and there, but Now, if resources are and this goes across the board, if resources are redefined to a greater extent, we're looking at a drop in prices across the board, which, yeah, may seem like a bad thing. Because here's the funny part. People are more willing to spend when they're getting a deal, when they're actually getting something worthwhile. So drop the prices, you're going to see a change in things. Long term too. And if you think I'm joking, you'd be surprised. And you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I admit that. But I just have, call it a hunch, that this can go one of two ways. It can lead into a really bad situation or a really good situation, depending on how it comes out. So, that's enough of that rambling from me. Because, let's face it, I hate politics. I hate involving myself in politics. But my whole thing is, you get more back when you put more in. You get what you pay for. And if you want somebody else to pay more so they can get less, you're going to find yourself quickly in trouble. Because there's a lot more going on than anybody's seeing right now. Which, yeah, that's common knowledge, but the thing is, what exactly is going on is the big ticket. And if you want to find out, don't ask me, I don't know. I just know that there's more going on than what everybody's saying. But pretty much, I'm going to shut up now before I actually get myself into trouble, which I probably already did. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just giving an opinion. I'm one voice, one person. The only thing that can change that is if there were thousands of voices saying the same thing. And even then, it doesn't take but one to change the world. Which, yeah, is actually kind of my whole thing. But it's neither here nor there. I'm probably digging myself a bigger hole here. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you want to, share your thoughts, comments, ideas, questions, insults, all that down below. Hit the buttons in whatever order you want, desire, or if at all. And until next time, I'm Night's Angel. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a better day. Peace.